All right. It seems really great out there.
It's gorgeous.
I know. We just want it to stay that way, right? What are the chances of that, Mr. Robert Hahn?
We all wanted to stay that way, but unfortunately, I'm the bearer of bad tidings. Once again, we'll have a chance for some strong and even severe storms as we head through the afternoon and evening hours. Right now, though, most of us enjoying some nice weather. The fog off toward the east has lifted. We saw some rain continuing to make its way through our northwestern counties. Temperatures all into the 60s at this hour. There is that rain making its way through the Devil's Lake region. That in response to an upper level low. You can see the center of it just north of Minot, pinwheeling its way off towards the east. It's slowly going to trudge off towards the east. And as it does so, we're going to see some jet stream energy move over the Red River Valley and points east later on this afternoon. And because of all of these reasons, as well as several other factors, Storm Prediction Center down in Norman, Oklahoma has painted the areas in yellow for a slight risk of severe storms later on today along and east of the Red River for primary hazards of some damaging winds, some damaging hail, and potentially some isolated tornadoes later on this afternoon and this evening. Those will start firing probably in the mid-afternoon hours and move off towards the east into Minnesota. Good chance for showers and storms today. Some of those could be strong and severe scattered storms tomorrow. Tomorrow, hot and humid with highs well into the 80s in most of the region. But then finally, Sunday and Monday, a little bit cooler and a little bit drier. And we'll be here in the Weather Center keeping an eye on things in terms of severe weather. And if need be, we'll let you know what's going on by breaking into programming.
As always, yeah. You do it a lot. Lately, a lot lately.
A lot lately, yeah. It's been
rains and rains
and storms.
I hear you.
Come on, Mr. Hahn, get us some sunshine.
If I could control it, I'd be a very rich man.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, it's happening right now. We'll go soak it up during a commercial, and then it will rain later.
There you go.
Yeah. Thank you, Robert. Okay. National Alzheimer's Month, right?
Yes.
Hence the purple the gentlemen are wearing. Looking very dapper, you
and
two.
Brain Awareness Month, so a special thing going on today. If you want to throw some purple on to pay tribute. And Alzheimer's obviously becoming much more pervasive in our country than I think we formerly had thought. So tomorrow they're doing a special event. So June 21st, as we all know, is my dad's birthday.
We all know that.
But it's also the longest day of the year. So you can find out more if you want to go to facebook.com/ALZMNND. ALZMNND. And find out more about Alzheimer's, what we can do to help.
What's your dad's name?
My dad's name is Mike.
Happy birthday, Mike. Early.
Well played.
Yeah. Well, why not, you know?
Well played. Pops is going to turn probably, 45 since I'm
Right.
22.
Exactly. Exactly. Youth runs in the family, and good looks and Italian, and yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yes, you're welcome.
Wow, is this my lucky Friday? I'm going to wear purple more often.
Maybe. But you know whose lucky day it was? A woman in Lake Park, Minnesota.
This is amazing.
Sherry, hang on. Sherry Klatt-Villiard went into a Casey's General Store for some brown sugar, bought a ticket, lottery ticket, and won. The store didn't have any brown sugar, but she won again.
Well, that's the thing. She won for the third time. She won a truck. She'd also won $1 million. It was back in 2012. But here's the best part. I mean, how many of you go out there and play the lotto and have never won? So she'd won $1 million a year ago, and she goes, I'm in the store. I can't find the brown sugar. She says, and I quote, I was just thinking, I'm due for a lottery win.
Oh, yeah, you are. It's so great. Yeah. $1 million in 2012. Ford Ranger pickup 2000. You said it, but I have to repeat it because it's so great. And the latest one is $100,000.
Yes.
So needless to say, she and her husband have retired from farming.
Exactly.
Wouldn't you? Yeah, I would.
And Sherry, I know you probably weren't aware of this, but since you and I are, long lost relatives, you just call anytime. Okay?
Oh, yeah, me too, Sherry. Me too. Yeah. Didn't you know my last name is Larson Villiard? I don't reveal it very often, but okay, this next one is hilarious. We hope you find it as funny as we do. Oh my gosh, and you found this too.
Well, I saw this and it was kind of blowing up on Facebook and everyone seemed to be amused by it. I'm like,
how funny can it be?
I haven't gone through this whole moon thing, first moon, and so I thought, well, I'll send it over to Andrea and Ron and see if they think, think it's funny. And they were rolling this morning.
Okay, we have to set it up though. We have to set it up because it's a company. The company's called Hello Flow, and it's a tampon subscription service. And so they had a really funny ad last year, so they decided to do another one to promote their little starter kit for young girls. And so the ad, I guess it's an ad, is about a girl who all of her friends are getting their period, and she's like, oh, mine hasn't come, so I'm going to fake it. So she paints red nail polish inside a tampon so that her mom sees it, and well, her mom knows that she's faking it and decides to throw a party for her. And this party's hilarious. She goes all out. Right, Rhonda?
Yes,
This is a good
pretty
one.
funny.
The best part is the mom calls it the first moon party.
Yeah, the first
It's
moon
classic.
party. So we're going to start it at the point where the girl finds out her mom's throwing her a party. Okay.
Hi, do you make vagina cakes? Hello?
Then, people started showing up at my house.
Grandpa, nice to see you.
Oh my God.
You're so grown
My grandparents, my friends. This is so weird. My mom's friggin' coworkers.
There she is. Hey, I got you the super pack.
These are coffee filters.
Yeah, I wasn't sure what brand you liked.
I just didn't expect my mom to be such a freak.
Pin the pad on the period. All right, separate up.
Pin the pad on the period? Seriously?
Do you know how hard it is to find a uterus pinata?
I used to like marshmallows. Not anymore.
This next one's for Katie, and the weirdest birthday party ever.
Mike, drop.
I'm a queen bee, come get it. No
When things couldn't get worse,
I'm a queen bee.
Surprise!
my dad showed up.
What are you doing? You're missing the magician.
You need to stop this. No one is having fun.
What are you talking about? This party is a hit. Your grandpa is bobbing for ovaries like a champ.
I faked it.
Well, maybe you should open this first.
Period starter kit. Aren't you gonna ground me for lying?
Why do you think I threw you the first moon party? Would she think I wouldn't know? Periods don't have glitter on them.
The nail polish, the red nail polish had glitter in it when she was painting it on a tampon. I mean, a first moon party. It's a genius.
That was
Right, Rhonda?
phenomenal.
I thought it was pretty funny. I mean, you know, I like the fact that instead of, grounding her and getting upset, she says, oh, okay, we can do this. And so I just love how she just like goes all out. Hilarious. If you want to see the full video, I'll put it up on Facebook after the show. But
Yeah.
it was pretty funny.
Oh my gosh. Because most people don't get so excited about that, but love the mom who does.
You're
Awesome
missing-
mom, by the way. She's awesome.
She's
Oh, yeah.
pretty
Best
awesome.
mom ever.
What are you doing? You're missing the magician.
The magician. I know. Love that. That was good.
So I guess here's my question. As an
Okay.
ignorant guy with no sisters, I mean, do girls kind of like go
Rejoice
through
in this?
Rejoice or fake it? Or I mean, is that kind is it
Yeah.
a normal conversation where you're like, whoa, what?
Well, I didn't fake it. In fact, it was sort of, I don't know, not something
and
you
I don't
really
want any personal stories here. I'm just trying.
You asked.
No, but I'm just saying,
I
is that
finally answered your question. You always ask and I always ignore you, but I answered this one.
the one time I don't need an actual story? I'm just trying to get a feel. I have no sisters.
Well, do you want
Why are
to
you
share?
pointing at me?
Oh, sorry.
No,
okay,
it's
you don't
okay.
have to share. You don't have to share.
Well, I know when I was growing up, I was on the later end, so all my friends were like, oh, yay, And so I was like, I want mine. So I did kind of,
I want a moon party.
I don't remember my friends ever rejoicing about it, or
Yeah, so
me
I kind of, I
either.
think when I was like in middle school, I thought, oh yeah, I started mine. And then, kind of faked it for like, a year. And then
time
when
to
it did
fake it.
come, I was like, this is terrible. Why did I fake this? I don't want this anymore.
Yes.
It was terrible. But I think, as a young kid, if all your friends are talking about how, oh, I started
suppose
mine, you kind of
becoming-
feel left out.
Yeah.
I'm just
It's like the
dreading
girl thing.
that day when
Yep.
Isabella is. Yeah.
You probably won't have anything.
Welcome, Father.
Well, maybe not.
Yeah, exactly.
There'll be at some point when
Ozzy, you
you-
got this one? Okay, good.
At some point, you will be required to go to the store for feminine products. At some
Oh, I've already
point.
done
I'm
that.
sure you've
for
done
my
that by
wife.
now.
Yes,
Come
and
It is
that's
the
awesome.
worst.
No.
No, it's horrible.
Why?
We think it's
I
the
don't
best.
know. It's just
No.
like you walk up there and you're just like, yeah, dude, just ring it and get me
No,
out of here, bro.
That was when I knew. I'm like, oh my gosh, John did that for me. You are so awesome. I'm going to marry you. You are so awesome.
I do not
We
understand
think
why
it's
men
great
freak
when you
out
do
about
that
it.
for us.
I understand
I
why
don't
men freak
know,
out
it
about it.
just
Clearly,
is-
everyone knows it's not for you. Okay. So if you're going to buy these things, they're looking like, yep, you love your girlfriend or your wife. So
Yeah.
what's the big deal?
I'm sure people in line were looking at you like, go, Chris.
No, you know what
Yes,
they're saying?
you are
They're
awesome,
saying,
Chris.
dude, how'd you get suckered into this?
Every dude's been
Not the
suckered into
women.
it.
The women
You
are not
must be
thinking.
the, oh, they're thinking, dude, you must be the
No.
biggest pushover
No,
ever.
no.
You're here.
The guys are thinking that maybe, but the women are not. They're
No.
like, oh, why didn't I find you sooner? You know, that's what they're thinking.
I think any guy who says, "Oh, I would never do that. I've never done that," is lying.
Oh my gosh, you guys just gave
You
guys
will
the
do it for-
greatest pickup. Like even if they're not with somebody, they're just gonna start showing up at the store now and start buying tampons.
Well,
Like,
then they
yeah,
think
I'm doing
you're.
this for my girl.
No. But then they think
Oh,
you're
hey,
taken.
how are you? Yeah, things are kind of rocky right now. What's your name?
That's terrible.
You know, I
Chris.
could really use a shoulder.
That's terrible.
Oh my gosh, we totally. You're right. We just gave all the guys out there a new line.
No more.
If any guy walks up
The
to me
beauty
with a
is-
box of tampons like, "Hey, what's up?" No, that is
People-
not working.
people-
Sure.
That does
Guys
not
no longer
work.
have to buy puppies anymore or rent babies. They just show up at the store and, you know, yeah, look what I'm doing.
No. It doesn't
That
work.
would be so great. That would be so great. Oh,
Anyway.
real
See,
men.
Han knows the game.
real-
Robert's over there going, yeah, been there, done that.
Real men
pull
buy
Robin.
tampons. I'm saying. I'm not. That's the.
Hashtag real men. Hashtag real men get pedicures.
That's the next
real
Dove
men take care of
commercial.
their skin. Real
Thank
men.
you. Thank you. Did you say
buy
pedicure?
yeah,
Thank you.
pedicures,
Real
yes.
men get pedicures.
Come
Thank
on.
you. Yes.
Oh
Hey,
my gosh.
Hey, I've known military men to go in and, you know, get all that junk,
is
dead
the
skin
worst.
shaved off their feet. Okay. Now that I have tears in my eyes. All right. Oh, we might as well stay on this topic of sexy men and women, and we've got a list, right? Do we have a list?
Yeah. You guys have the list.
The world's sexiest women and men. This world's
We got to run through this
apparently-
one pretty quick, eh, mate?
Oh, well, how much time do we have?
a minute.
We got
Okay.
like a minute left, so I can't do
No.
my Australian
Is that your
accent.
Australian
It's
accent?
horrible. That's
Don't
not
try
annoying.
that in line
This
when
is
you're with your
annoying.
tampons. Don't try it.
There you go. I buy tampons and I work on my Australian accent. Guys, if you're single, I'm just telling you, because according to this recent poll, the sexiest men alive, number one, are the Aussies.
I guess. But you know what? Don't you think that? I mean, if somebody comes up to you and they've got an accent, I'm just like, oh, whatever. Yeah. I love the accent. I don't care. It can't be a German accent. It can't be Norwegian. It has to be, you know, Australian or British, maybe.
No, and
Accents
when
are
it comes
awesome.
to women, sexiest women, coming in number 3, Colombian, number 2, Russian, and number 1, I think we all sort of assumed this one would be Brazilian.
Oh, yeah.
But what's shocking was number 4 was the British. Was that the Bridget Jones Diary phenomenon? Or?
Yes. I don't know. Anyway, we'll be right back with more.